My name is Khadija Nur Adriana. Today, I will be interviewing Ms. Wati, who is the PR and Digital Communication Manager in MySEP. So today, I will be asking you a few questions about your job. So the first question will be, how do you ensure our traditional PR efforts like press releases or media pitches align seamlessly with our digital content and social media strategy?
Okay, hi Khadija. You can call me Miss Wati. Okay, regarding your first question, the key is consistency. Okay, before we start any campaign, we first identify the main message that we want people to remember. Okay, for example, when we are promoting Malaysia Business Events Week, as example, or MBEW, the same key message is reflected across our press releases, social media platforms, website, EDMs, and even speeches. So the format may be different because each platform has a different audience, but the message itself must always remain consistent. So before this, did you heard about EDM?
No.
Okay, EDM stands for Electronic Direct Mail. It's basically a professionally designed email that organizations send to stakeholders to share updates, promote events, and communicate important information about any events or programs. So we also work very closely with our branding, digital, and design teams to ensure everyone is aligned. At the end of the day, whether someone reads our press release, visits our website, or comes across our Instagram post, they should walk away with the same understanding and message.
I will ask you the second question. When
Okay.
writing a speech for a major press conference, how do you capture the executive's authentic voice while strictly adhering to legal, corporate, and PR guidelines?
Okay, that's a good question, Khadija. Okay, one thing I've learned over the years is that I'm not writing for myself. Okay, I'm writing for someone else's voice. Okay, before I even begin writing, I try to understand the speaker's personality and speaking style. Some leaders prefer a more formal approach, while others are naturally more relaxed and conversational. In time, every fact, statistic, and statement must be verified. We also make sure the content complies with our corporate policies and has been cleared by the relevant divisions before it's finalized. To me, a good speech should sound natural when it's delivered. Okay, the audience shouldn't feel like the speaker is simply reading from a script. It should sound authentic and genuinely reflect the speaker's personality.
I see. And that is a very good story that you gave to me. I will ask you the third question. What is your memorable speech that you still remember up until this day?
In my experience, the most memorable speech wasn't one I watched. It was one I wrote. Okay, I had the opportunity to prepare a speech for the former Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, YB Khairul Firdaus Akbar Han. Now he's Dato'. Okay, at the time he's still YB Khairul Firdaus Akbar Han. Okay, while writing the speech, I imagined how he would naturally deliver the words. But when he stood on stage, he brought his own personality into every sentence. So audience could hear his Sabah accent, his relaxed speaking style, and his warmth. Even though I wrote the script, it truly became his speech. Okay, that experience taught me something very important, because speech writing isn't just about writing beautiful words. It's about writing words that genuinely fit the speaker. When the speaker feels comfortable with the script, the audience can immediately sense that authenticity. Seeing him deliver the speech so confidently and naturally remains one of the proudest moments of my career.
So I've always heard that the situation in your office is very chaotic and it's also very, very busy. So I would like to ask, what is the typical rhythm and flow of the office looks like?
Okay, one thing what I can say is I really enjoy about working in PR is that no 2 days are even the same. Okay, I usually start my day by checking my emails and media monitoring reports to see if there are any news updates related to our organization or the business events industry. Okay, since my portfolio covers public relations, social media, and design, my day is always quite dynamic. I could be reviewing a press release in the morning, discussing social media content with my team before lunch, and reviewing artwork or campaign visuals in the afternoon. Beside that, there are meetings with different departments, preparing speeches, planning media engagement activities, and coordinating communication materials for upcoming programs. And sometimes urgent requests come in from top management, especially when there are major announcements or even around the corner. So, being flexible, adapting quickly, and managing priorities are simply part of working in PR.
So I want to ask you another question. Can you tell me about a time when the team was under an intense deadline or a public relation crunch and how you maintain morale and focus in the room?
Working in PR means deadlines are part of our daily life, especially before major events. Okay, during programs like Malaysia Business Events Week, there are times when we are preparing speeches, press releases, social media content, creative materials, and media engagement activities at all the same time. Okay, so when that happens, communication becomes extremely important. We constantly update one another, prioritize tasks, and step in to help whenever someone needs support. Okay, I believe calm leadership is contagious. If one person starts to panic, it can affect the whole team. Okay, so I always try to stay calm, focus on finding solutions, and remind everyone that we'll get through it together. Okay, at the end of the day, teamwork is what helps us deliver quality work even under pressure. That is the most important thing.
With the major spread of AI in this day and time, I want to ask, with generative AI changing how press releases, speeches, and social copy are drafted, how are you leading your team through the ethical and practical integration of these tools?
Okay, AI has changed the way we work, and I see it as a useful assistant rather than a replacement. Okay, for example, AI can help us brainstorm ideas, improve sentence structure, or span up the first draft of a press release or speech. It helps us work more efficiently. Okay. However, we never publish AI generated content without reviewing it carefully. In PR, accuracy and credibility are everything. We still need human judgment to verify facts, ensure the tone is appropriate, and make sure the content reflects our organization's values and objective. So, my advice to them is always the same: use AI wisely. Okay, let it support your work, but never rely on it completely.
Okay. I will be asking you the last question. Since you are the PR and digital communication manager, if you happen to be a panel in interviewing new recruitees for your team, what skills are you prioritizing when hiring new talent into the PR or digital communication space right now? Are you leaning more towards traditional writers or data analysis?
Um, if I had to choose, I would still prioritize someone with strong communication and writing skills because storytelling is still at the heart of public relations. Okay, that said, today's PR professionals also need to understand digital platforms reports and be comfortable using data to measure the success of campaigns. So ideally, I'm looking for someone who is curious, adaptable, and willing to keep learning. Okay, technology will continue to evolve, especially with AI becoming part of our daily work. But the ability to communicate effectively, think strategically, and build strong relationships will always be valuable in the public relation.
Alright.
Okay.
That was such a good interview from you, Miss Wati. I've learned a lot about PR and also more like a shine in your life about how you do your job in your office and how you create your dynamics in the office too. So I think that is all from us for the interview. Thank you so much, Miss Wati.
Okay, thank you to you too. All the best, Khadija.
Right. That is all from me, Khadija Adriana.